What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Film Study for Rookies. Today, man, we're breaking down Brock Purdy. Is he worth a $265 million extension and I believe a 5-year contract extension on top of that? I'm going to be honest, as somebody who doesn't live in the Bay, live on the West Coast, I didn't watch a ton of Niners games, right? And the mainstream to kind of hate on Purdy was he's short, he's not that good. I gotta say that this film might shock you, and the film we're looking at right here is from the Niners' last game this past season, right? 2024. They didn't make the playoffs, but the saying is you're as good as your last game. So that's what we're gonna look at today and figure out, okay, what did the Niners see right here to make them give him quite a payday? Let's take a look. First play, I like right here. All right, we're gonna motion. DB's playing off. Hips really aren't turned like it's man-to-man coverage. So if it's a cover 3 look, potentially cover 2 inverted look, I'm taking this, right? But take a look what happens right here. Linebacker potentially going to play what this in route, the slant right there. So what's he do? Progresses to his next read, and he gets it out quick. Now you're like, okay, that's just one play. Oh, trust me. We got a few plays to look at right here. Play action, bang, right over the top to George Kittle, right? Sell right there, bang. Backer comes down, all right? He's reading that right there. They both shoot in, all right? Right over the top. Nicely done. 2 for 2 so far. All right. 2 for 2. We're still in the first quarter. Right here, 3-yard line. Look at Purdy. I like where he put that ball because too far inside, DB's easily going to swat that, right? Too far to the outside, DB's probably jumping that and potentially taking that for 6. But take a look right here. 2nd and 3, and instantly they're going to try and roll him out. You got man-to-man look right here, right? So no zone, which is huge. So now all they have to do is create that separation. All right, Purdy's waiting on that. Ooh, good stuff right there. So now we're on play number 4, and you're probably like, okay, they've been decent. And then there's this play right here. Now, that's a hell of a catch by the receiver. But at the same time, I want you to take a look when Purdy's going to throw this thing. So the receiver, I think Ricky right there. Look at that comeback route. Oh, that's nasty work. Ricky is running a nasty route right there. Take a look. Top of the route. Plant, come back, look at the separation he creates, but back to Purdy, because you know the video is about him. All right, watch this right here. When he releases this right here, Ricky's just now hitting the top of his route, right? He's hitting the stem, and that ball is coming out of Purdy's hands, right? Bang, he's coming back, and now he's got to find the ball because he's looking at Purdy like, okay, Purdy, where's the ball? Oh, the ball's been thrown. Let me go get that thing. So far, what I'm seeing from Brock Purdy, man, these are kind of impressive. All right here inside the red zone again, 9-yard line. I like right here because he could have hit his receiver potentially over the top, but he dumps it off to, I believe, Kyle right there. All right, receiver essentially a lead block right there, and you know Kyle's going to get over one guy, get 2 or 3 yards after the contact. I like it right there, right? Just check it down right there. It's 1st and 5. Get the 5. Next one we're going to look at right here, they're going to bring Ricky in motion. And I noticed the Niners, they love to run their motion. That tells Purdy right away, not every time, but are we looking at man? Are we looking at zone? And I mean, look right here. Ricky is gone, right? Take a look at this. So now we got them in the bunch. We're going to pause it right here. DB, who just came over here, he's going to try and pick up Ricky. All right, but you got this receiver right here. Bang. Essentially, try to run a pick route if he's there. Like, don't try to go out of your way, right? Don't get a flag. But if he's there, try to run a pick route. But instead, what happens, the DB is going to avoid that, which, you know, is good on that part. However, when he avoids it, he's going to back up into his own guy. So now 2 guys are going to be open, right? Because as these 2 knuckleheads are looking at each other, he needs to get around and pick up Ricky. He needs to go around and pick up his receiver right there. So as you can see, 2 guys wide open. Now, honestly, he could have gone to either one, but he's going to go deep right there to Ricky. I mean, nicely done right there, man. Nicely done right there. Next play we're going to look at, all right, you got them in the red zone once again. Now, he had a couple guys open right here. So we got our out route right here. All right, corner route over the top. You know, just a simple high-low read, right? Bang. Out route's there. I'm shocked we didn't take that. Corner route's not going to be there, right? DB's playing that. So you get your high-low read over there. Then he's going to progress to the right side. Doesn't really have time to make the throw. All right. You see the left guard right there. he's starting to get beat. So by the time he progresses, he's like, oh, there's pressure. I got a running lane in front of me, and no one is in the vicinity. I mean, there's nobody in the vicinity. So what's he do, man? He's going to take it 15, 10, 5, tutty on the board. So as you can see, Purdy has definitely shown you he can make a lot of throws. He can make plays with his feet. And then right here, stepping into the pocket and then making this throw, right? Take a look right here. Dropping back, there's pressure, steps into the pocket. And off balanced, he puts that ball. I mean, come on, man. What else do we need to see here? Right now, we are going to see some weaknesses of Purdy later on in the game. For those of you who watched the game, I'm sure you guys remember. But he's showing you he's not a one-trick pony, right? A lot of quarterbacks right here, you get pressure on the edge like that. Certain ones, they're going to roll out to the left, or to the right. I know I kind of flipped them, but they're going to roll out. Purdy steps into the pocket. I mean, what a throw, man. Next play we're going to look at right here. Niners in that 3-by-1 set. Lions send a hell of a blitz. They shoot the A gap. Doesn't matter. No, right? Take a look right here. I mean, we're just going to shoot the A gap. So now, how does Purdy perform under pressure, right? 40 seconds left. You got the ball with the 48. Got to get, about 10, 15 more yards, give or take? Look at this. All right, pressure's coming. Roll out to his left. I mean, what else do you guys want to see from him? So far, so good from Purdy. Okay, now we're going to jump to the third quarter. Let's take a look right here. Does he keep that trend going? Dropping back right here. He's going to let it rip. I believe they're Ricky right there. We're looking pretty good so far. All right, right here, you got Kyle in motion. What are we looking at? Potentially man coverage right here. We are. And Ricky, is it Ricky or is it Purdy? I don't know. Let's run it back real quick. So Ricky's going to be right here. Now, it's important to watch about right here. He's going to get stuck, right? DB's going to press him. All right, he's going to beat the press. It might take a little bit. He's going to beat it. All right, bang, burst inside. DB's trying to force him inside because he has safety help over the top. And that safety is going to be the one that picks it off. Now, why do I say, is it Purdy or is it Ricky? Because I want to run this back real quick. So right here, top of the route, you're going to see Ricky's going to slow down. That tells me that chemistry right there isn't 100%. Because, I mean, he's got the DB right on his backside hip. He can't slow down there. You just, even if Purdy throws it to Ricky right here, the DB is going to play that, right? I think you got to keep that thing running. However, unless the plan is, right, he's supposed to stop right here. And it kind of looks like that. I said that because Ricky's going to stop about, a foot short of it. So it was supposed to be in that area, it looks like. Ball sails, it gets picked off. Kind of on Purdy, kind of on Ricky right there. Let's keep this thing going. Next, we're going to look at, all right, Niners are down by 3 right now. All right, we need some points. What are we looking at right here? Ooh, okay. The throws. The throws are starting to become a little wild. Take a look right here. All right, run the play action right there. He's got his guy, I believe Kyle right there, and he sails it. Now, was this the right read? I mean, Kyle beats his guy easily. Take a look right here. You're going to see Kyle right here. All right, nice little double move, as you're going to see. Off the line, bang, bang. Woo! Did the DB kind of dirty right there. Here comes Kyle. And Purdy just sails it. All right, let's take a look. Was he getting pressure? I think he just released it a little bit early, to be honest with you. All right, we'll keep it going. We'll keep it going right here. 2nd and 20. Woo, what a throw. Is that to Ricky again? I can't quite tell. I think it is. Man, Ricky is quick with those feet, man. And right here, all right, 1st and 10, down by 6. And then we throw a pick. Oh, man, so we started off so strong, all right? But once again, something I've noticed right here. When Ricky's coming off that cut, right, off the top of that route, it looks like it's not clear where he's supposed to be, right? Because why are we slowing down coming off the top? Unless he's expecting it right there because he knows there's going to be a safety over the top. He doesn't want to run in and get hit. But I mean, look where Purdy puts that thing. It's hard to say, right? Because to me, it makes sense. Okay, Lions in a cover three look, right? You want to hit the seam. We don't want to go right towards the safety. So you see Ricky, he's going to cut, bang, right into the seam. That's exactly where you should be. I don't know, man. This is tough, right? There's no pressure. That's tough. Lions would go on to win the game. Final thoughts on Purdy are this right here. Purdy is that guy. All right. Now, yes, fourth quarter kind of got away from him, a little bit. But on both the interceptions, they're both to Ricky, if I'm not mistaken. And it was when Ricky kind of slowed down. So it's like, okay, you fixed that? You guys, you might have a little something, something. And I mean a little something, something, Because, I mean, the throws he was making up until what? The middle of quarter three. I mean, you saw everything, right? Beating zone, beating man, anticipation, 10 out of 10. Just for whatever reason, him and Ricky in that second half, that fourth quarter, just weren't on the same page. So if you ask me, the contract is worth the money. He's showing you he's going to make those throws time and time again. Hopefully him and Ricky can get better, chemistry connection. And then we'll see what happens. Now, with all that being said, that's going to wrap it up. Film study for rookies is out. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy. Peace.